बैठक की, नंदगांव की, नंद महाराज की, यशोदा मैया की, कृष्ण बलराम की, यशोदा कुंड की, बोलो कृष्ण कुंड की, आओ बिलाव की, उद्धव क्यारी की, ललिता कुंड की, बोलो कृष्ण कुंड की, समागत भक्त वृंद की, अनंत कटी वैष्णव वृंद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे हरे। আমরা নন্দ বৈঠকে এসেছি। এইখানে নন্দ মহারাজ বৈঠক করতেন, কৃষ্ণ বলরামকে নিয়ে চর্চা হতো। তাই আমাদের মহারাজগণ এখন বলবেন, বলো নন্দ বৈঠক কি জয়।
By the grace of Sri Guru and Gauranga, we have come to this magnificent spot, Nanda-baba. Nanda-baba means the sitting or meeting place of Nanda-baba. In ancient times, Nanda-baba and the cowherd men would meet in various spots around Vrindavan, this being one of them, and they would discuss important matters, mostly all about Krishna. One day, and in order to describe that, we're going to do a little drama. But there are three of us, but also you're going to be in the drama too, because you're all in the Baitak. This is a place where we're all sitting and all meeting. So we may ask your opinion on these important matters that we're discussing. And so we turn to you and go, what do you think? You've got to shout your opinion out. Okay? All right. So, it came to pass, one day, a number of the cowherd men were discussing about Krishna. My dear Gopal friend, I have one doubt. Recently, Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill and held it effortlessly for 7 days on the pinky finger of his little hand. This has caused me to wonder. During that time, Indra was pouring rain clouds and thunder and lightning, and Krishna wasn't affected. In fact, it seemed like he was protecting all of Vrindavan. We were all sheltered by his power. And I was thinking, could this Krishna actually be an ordinary boy? This has caused some doubt. What do you think?
I don't think he's an ordinary boy. Don't you remember when he was just 6 days old, that Pujana came and he sucked her breast, sucked out her life air, she expanded to 12 miles long. That's not an ordinary boy.
And just after that, remember that the demon Shakatasura, he took the form of a cart, that giant ox cart filled with utensils, and by his power and mystic power he tried to crush Krishna down. But Krishna with his little tiny baby feet kicked the wheel of the cart, the whole thing collapsed and the demon was killed. What about that?
Here, I think Nanda-baba's making a big mistake. I mean, he's treating Krishna like he's an ordinary kid.
What about Kaliya? What about Kaliya?
What about Kaliya? Yeah, Krishna was dancing on Kaliya's roots. That's not an ordinary dancer.
That snake had 1,000 hearts! And he was more venomous. Anybody who just came near him died. And Krishna was dancing on his horse like a plaything.
I don't think Krishna's an ordinary boy at all. Do you remember what Gargamuni said?
Yeah, I think we ought to go talk to Nanda-baba. I'm getting a little worried about how he treats him.
I think we should talk to Nanda-baba as well. Nanda-baba! Yes, my dear cowherd men, I'm very happy to be with you here today in Nanda-baba. What are your concerns? How can we protect our Krishna? How can we make sure that his life and his well-being is well taken care of? That's what we came to talk to you about. We worship you as a great and elevated king, and you're so fortunate you have Krishna as your son. But we're worried about the way you're treating him. Sometimes you're making him carry your sandals on his head. But we don't think that Krishna is an ordinary boy. We remember what Gargamuni said. He said that Krishna might be a demigod. Or
Bhagavan himself!
Bhagavan himself!
Listen, Nanda-baba.
Krishna might be God. And you're treating him like an ordinary boy.
Your wife, Yashoda, tied him up one day and tied him to a mortar. But what happened? Just by walking across the yard, he knocked down 2 gigantic trees that have been there for millennia. This is not an ordinary boy.
Nanda-baba, we're afraid you're making a big mistake. We're afraid you're dishonoring a very elevated personality.
What do you think? I think that he may be a demigod, a Siddha Purush, or Bhagavan himself. Hey! Yes! Yes!
Bhagavan Sri Krishna ki! Yes! You see, Nanda, so many of the cowherd folk, they have this serious doubt. So we're presenting to you. Thank you for your concerns, my dear cowherd people, my dear cowherd men. But you know what my response is to you? You know what? You've just now given me a very good laugh. Do you know why? Because it was said previously, I heard an old saying, that the cowherd men, they actually don't become mature until they're about 65 years old. You know what? I see. Listen to the old cowherd men. I can see that by what you're telling me here, I think not only have you reached maturity, even your baby milk teeth have not come in yet. So let me tell you what I think about your ideas. Certainly I can understand that you must think that Krishna is an extraordinary person. That I can understand. We've all witnessed all these amazing activities. But for you to suggest to me that he is Bhagavan himself? Ho, 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 ho. All I can do is laugh, because this is a ridiculous proposal.
Not an ordinary boy!
Yes, not ordinary, but let me tell you why I think that your proposal is absurd. First of all, it is true that we observe some extraordinary character in him. But do we observe the qualities of demigods in him? Do we observe the qualities of Bhagavan himself in this small boy? Let me tell you something. I have known this boy. I have known him better than you, because I'm his father. He took birth in my house. I saw him from his early childhood, and let me tell you something. I've never seen any symptoms of Bhagavan in him at all. Well, let me explain. If he's Bhagavan, let me ask you a question. Use your intelligence now, O cowherd men. If he's Bhagavan, does Bhagavan get hungry and thirsty? Huh? Does Bhagavan get hungry and thirsty? He's Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes, Narayana. He feels no hunger, no thirst. He's all-powerful. Yes? Okay, now, look at this little boy. Look at this little boy, Krishna. Huh? From his early babyhood until now, this boy is crying 50, 100 times a day. He's crying, give me mutton, give me mutton, give me roti, give me roti. Now, is this Bhagavan? Huh? Is this the same Bhagavan? Okay, well let me give you some more evidence here. Does Bhagavan steal? And does the Bhagavan tell lies? Huh? Why does Bhagavan have to steal? Huh? Why does Bhagavan have to steal anything? He's Supreme Lord. Why does he have to lie about anything? But this boy, from his early childhood, he's telling lies. He's stealing. Listen to me now. He goes into the gopis' houses. He steals their butter and yogurt. He lies. And he does all these kind of anti-Bhagavan activities. So how can you expect me to accept your immature opinion that he's Bhagavan?
It's a stupid idea.
Yeah, it's a stupid
It's a really stupid idea.
idea.
Krishna's not God. Wait a minute, I'm not finished yet. I have more evidence to present. From his early childhood, I have always seen that this boy has never exhibited the symptoms of Bhagavan at all. But I can tell you one thing. There may be an explanation for all of this. Because I understand that you cowherd men, you do have some common sense. So let us think back. When this boy was born, and soon after he was born, Gargacharya came forward. And he did his name-giving ceremony. And at that time he looked at his astrology chart. And what did he see? And what did he tell us? He said, in this boy, there will be symptoms like Lord Narayana. You see? So therefore, this can explain everything. But let me inform you of something. Even if he's Lord Narayana himself, he has taken birth in my house, in the house of Yashoda Devi and me. That means he's our son. And what is the duty of a father to a son? A father has to constantly oversee the activities of his son and regulate him and make sure that he grows up properly, that he doesn't become a thief, a liar, anything, that he exhibits all good qualities. So this boy Krishna is my son, I'm his father, and whether he's Bhagavan himself, which I don't believe that he is, but whether even if he is Bhagavan, still, I am going to raise him as my son.
Nanda-baba!
I don't think he's God at all. What do you think?
I never thought he was God.
I think it's a really funny idea. So you see, in this way, all the cowherd men used to come here, and they had such types of conversations, always thinking about Krishna's well-being. So if it's our good fortune, Srila Gurudev will also observe this drama in the evening time. Go to Narayana!
Hey, आप सभी लोग नीचे आ जाओ, प्लीज कम ऑन. प्रसादम distribute now. One more.
Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnanajnana Salakaya Chakshurmitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo.